Alright, everyone. Yeah, everyone. Everyone. Welcome back to my channel Bricks by Lord Lord. And today's video is actually a newer set. This just recently came out January 1st of 2026, and this set comes with a total of 1,050 pieces, and this set is called the Arc Dragon of Life, just like the Arc Dragon of Focus that we got last year, 2025. And that set retailed for around $110. And the set comes with a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minifigures, and 2 of them are exclusive to the set, and this is also the one in 2 ways to get that new ninja return of Aaron, and is back in on the ninja side, and this also the one in only 2 ways to get the lowest leader, which is kind of funny because it seems like the lowest they're super uncommon in the January, but they do not come in that too many sets. You do get the leader in the set, and she does also come in the J car in this way, and then you get the 2 henchmen. One of them comes in that new um um Ninja Ryu set, and then you have another Loris henchman in the Ninja Vehicle Battle of the Treehouse set. And then the set also comes with a total of 2 side builds, so I'm going to start with this one, where the lowest reader is. And again, this is gonna be part of the T-show, or it might be do a reveal of who the lowest reader is, and we know who it is because this was one of the sets that get leaked when this was reviewed at Lego headquarters at Fan Media Days at Berlin, Denmark, where Duck Bricks and Bricks My Mind went to when these sets were revealed, and this was one of them, as well as the small Cole Mac, as well as the Teenager Ryu set was reviewed there too, as well as the blacksmith shop, as well as the Lloyd New Titan. And of course, sorry, Doctor. Well, I got a movie out there, so I can play with this play feature. Yeah, the play feature with this is just if you see this knob back here by this tree, you have to turn this, and this activates this with our centerpiece, and it spins around. And then once you move this piece down, and again, this is the set that gets most of this new the piece. Like you can see right here, you get in this trans screen, and then there's 2 more up here for the tree, another one back here for the bush. And then once you remove that this new piece, you get to this little section which is holding. I think this was the collectible to the old Ninjago season, which was when Ninjago first started in 2011 and the first season in 2012. I believe the collectible of those 2 seasons were the golden weapons, and this is supposed to be the sword of fire. And again, this is not going to appear in the TV show or anything like that, but the main side build for this terrain thing will be appearing in the TV show, because this is supposed to be with a taste of the Whispering Wood, and this is supposed to be the same place where this the Arc Dragon of Life's going to be, and it's also the same place where Lloyd and Aaron are, according to the in the Dragon's Rising Season 3 Part 2. And then also, there's nothing much of about this, so here's a cool look. Oh, wait a minute. There is something right here. Like, they do use this with the Ninja Anniversary display set from this year, 2026. The cool detail is this uses that shulker Minecraft piece, I believe. Yeah, it was used for regular Minecraft, but I believe this is the first one of two sets this comes in for a Lego Ninjago set. This comes in this set, and then this also comes in that Ninja receipt display, like I said. And then that's it for this side build. There is actually another side build in the set. The second side build in the set is supposed to be buildable upgrade version of the Earth monster, which is this is one of the many monsters that will be appearing in this the new season 4 of Dragons Rising. And the set designers when Bricks by Mine and Bricks by Mine and Duck Bricks were there. The designers have stated that later in the TV show that some of the elemental monsters will be going to be big in the TV show, and this is supposed to be one of them, like the buildable upscale of the Earth monster, and you can pose this if you want to. There's ball joints, and this thing does have ankles up here, and then if you have noticed something, there's a little bit of weapon storage for this guy's weapons, and they are the same in the piece that comes on the top of the Earth monster's head. And this also kind of reminds me of the old days. And unfortunately, we don't get that many villain stuff that much anymore because it's more switching to the focus of the ninja nowadays. And also, this also kind of reminds me of Lego Nexo Knights back in the day. And this also reminds me of that last villain, whoever it was, that villain mech, I believe that was used for the one wolf mask warrior as a bonus to fight the Kai mech, Kai power mech that came out 2 years ago, January of 2024. And then that's it for the side builds in this set. And of course, I'm going to be moving all this out of the way so we can get a look at the main bulk you're playing for the set, and it's the dragon. And again, I will be taking a look at these minifigures later in the video, and also stay tuned for that. And now for the main bulk you're paying for the set, and this is the Arc Dragon Alive. This kind of reminds me of what we just got last year for 2025. Like, we got the Arc Dragon to focus, and also there's been some people that did not like the last Arc Dragon. Like, some people said that there were some problems about that last Arc Dragon, like Duck Bricks was not a fan of that, and I guess Daniel Lewa from the Cicada Builds, he also said that nah, and then and Daniel Lewa from Cicada Builds last year, he said, nah, I think we just already look at one of the best dragons of the March wave of last year, which is 2025, and he thinks it's not worth the trouble of going for that set to get that one minifigure for with Zark, Zarkt, the third member of the Forbidden Five, and I think it was a okay set, but a lot of people have complaints on that set, and also the legs were just stuck in place, and also the wings on the Arc Dragon to focus um, 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 did not flop up and down like other dragons for their wings in the past for Lego Ninjago. And then also Doug Blix said uh, um, he didn't like that missile piece that goes in the middle of the chest for the Arc Dragon focus, and it is that same piece that came from the Lego City Firefighter sets. And also he did Doug Blix also some complaints of The tan, there's a bit too much tan on one side of that arc dragon, or say arc dragon to focus because the tan, there's too much tan clashing too much with the gold head, and he did like the purple other side of the dragon. But this one does not have two heads, but this one does have one. And also, there's some good things about I like this dragon. Like it does bring more of these defilement pieces, which are new this season. Like you can see more transparent green right here. There's also one in gold. I believe this is actually the one and two sets to get this neat piece in gold. Yeah, this also comes in the coal mech of this wave, or say the coal golem form, which is gonna be appearing in this season. And also another funny thing about this dragon, you can see the way it's posing right now with the front legs. It's posing like this. Like for example, like for a human, its foot has a little ball in the back of the foot, and it does have a bit extra something like this is something we've seen from a dragon from Ninjago before in the past, and also I believe it does look like with a pads on the back of the feet, like you see on a cat or a dog, and also the neck is built like this, so the head can be like this, and the head is on the ball joint, so you can move wherever you want to. And this does reuse a new head, the same new headpiece that came from the same new headpiece, I believe. Yeah, this piece was used for the Wantu set last year. It was also used for the Temple Bounty, but that was a decoration for that set, and it was also used for the the Guardian Dragon from the Ninjago Legends. And I think that was pretty much it. So I guess this is a new color in this brown color world. And if you haven't seen that one two set, I believe the head is in that dark blue. And also there's a little knot. If you push on this will activate the wings in the orange. You can do it with both wings. And also, unfortunately, like the last dragon, you can't flap these wings up and down like the Arc Dragon Focus. This does add extra to the wing. You can the extra part of this wing. You can activate this golden sword thingy. So I guess that's to make this wing a little bit taller, I guess. And I guess that's a little bit different from the Arc Dragon Focus. And also you can fold these wings if you want to have it work like this. And I believe what we've been told about, since this is another arc dragon, and judging to what I've seen so far, I believe this dragon's not gonna be flying or anything. It's just gonna be like a little. I think it's just gonna be something that walks in the ground, unlike the arc dragon focus, which that was one dragons that did fly. And also, uh, for the back legs of this dragon, they can't, unlike the last Arc Dragon, the Arc Dragon Focus, for the back legs were stuck in place. These legs can move. And also, this does a combination of nature, inert, and also a tree or mud, or whatever you want to call that, on the front legs, but the back legs have some stony feel to it, because this is a nature dragon. And also, Dark Books also has some complaints about these core elements should have been a different color, like maybe gray or brown or whatever. But they did it does work for it did work for dragons in the past, and also like the last dragon. But unfortunately, the last dragon's legs were super disappointing. I mean, to say tail, because the tail was much smaller on that dragon. But this one does have some swinging to it, just like other dragons from Ninjago in the past, including that Arc Dragon of Focus. And this one also adds extra ball joint back here, a big ball joint, so you can move it like this, up and down, side to side. And then when you get to here, there's two mini mixer ball joints, and then one more back here for this section of the tail. And this does have one more of these new leaf element pieces for the back piece of the tail. And then you can also move this mouth open. You can leave the mouth open or close, wherever you want to. And then that's it for this dragon. And also, this dragon is a little bit step above, unlike the last Arc Dragon. The Arc Dragon focus that some people had complaints last year, like Duck Bricks and also Cicada Beards, Denoreva. And then that's it for this main builder dragon and the side builds. Well, you already took it one look at one of me figures, which was the Earth Monster, and this is one of the many Earth monsters that will be appearing in TV show. This guy does have a new mold for the top of his head, um, and it's also used for his hand weapon accessories. And then that armor piece is used from Ninjago Crystallized. But the difference is it's a new transparent color, trans orange, and yeah, we did see this in trans pink with the Vengestone generals for Pi4, I believe, is also used for the mechanic and also Aspira and also the General Vangelis, which was Princess Vanna's father. And that was the past uh, Skull Sorcerer, and eventually got updated. And then I do like these new villains, and this is one of them up there on my list for new villains for Ninjago. And then next up is another new amateur monster, I believe. Yeah, on the box, he is called the acid monster, but in early weeks, oh, that's right, I forgot to mention for early weeks when the set was leaked at Fan Days in Berlin, Denmark, the designers called these Acid Snake and Tar Monster, and I guess that's showing early production on these minifigures before the names got changed to Acid Monster and Earth Monster instead of Acid Snake and Tar Monster. And also, this guy does have a new head, and also does bring back the old Pi 4 tail piece, and is also used for other snakes in the past. And also, again, this is not supposed to be Pi 4 because this is a new character, and then also this is not a snake because I guess to give you different versions of these characters because you have Earth Monster, Acid Snake, and we also have Mutation Monster, which is another monster, but it's not here in my collection right now. I just have these two right now, and then that's it for those villains. And then there's one more villain in the set, and it is uh the loyalist leader. So yeah, here's the loyalist leader, and again, judging to this design, this kind of looks like a Imperium design from when we saw Imperium was the villains back in the day for when Dragon's Rising first started, and it's already been 3 years since we saw Imperium. It looks like these guys are going to continue what ever since Raptor Empress Beatrix left off, and of course she is currently off screen right now, probably dead or whatever. And this leader person is supposed to be someone from Dragon's Rising Season 1, and again, this figure has been leaked when the set got leaked to at Fan Mania Days in Berlin, Denmark. And of course, this does also have the staff element. It kind of reminds me of Master Chen's staff from Season 4 Tournament Elements, and it also kind of reminds me of the Iron Baron staff from Season 9 Hunted. And of course, here's a cool look at this front face. It kind of looks like a mask, and then the other face is the one that got leaked, and it is the Return of Dr. Moreau, and she does have some back printing to match with the printing on the staff, which you saw earlier. And again, I'm excited for when this plays out in the TV show. How they're gonna be back Dr. Moreau, I do not know. And I guess she's gonna continue what she left off after she left Imperium. Mm, here's the new Aaron, and again, this guy only comes in this set as well as a cheaper set in this wave, and not going to take these pieces off because it is the same hand from 2023, and it does reuse some pieces from 2023, like this from season 1 Sora, and this top of his mask from season 1 Aaron. And it does bring over some of the stuff from what Dark Aaron did from last season, which was 2025. And then here's a look at what some of the ninja will look like when they're not dragon form, and they do use the same torso and legs for when they do the dragon form or with the armor and everything. But this guy, when it's looking like this with the half mask and his regular head and hair, he's not going to have the tails, the tail or dragon helmet or the wings. And I do like this new Zane minifigure, and I guess it does show you that there's going to be two different versions of the suit. One of each of the ninja are going to have suits like this, or they're going to be updated to have the dragons. And then finally, for the more exclusive minifigures, and unfortunately there's no collectible in this wave, but last year, 2025, there was one collectible, two collectibles, Plasmatic Blade, Revere Blade, but unfortunately it seems like the collectible thing is being changed for this wave because there's no collectible in this wave, but I think it's being switched out for these minifigs. And for the first time in Lego Ninjago's history, I believe they're switching out the minifigures to be the collectibles. Like for example, when the minifigures looking like this for the dragon form, they are gonna be exclusive. Like you do get two in the set, one for Lloyd and one for Cole. And also another exciting about this, the face front faces when the power up with the dragon faces and everything, they will be appearing in the TV show for the first time because we didn't see this before when these sets first came out in 2023. And it looks like this is going to be happening in season 4, and also uh, this is also a bit different taste of the dragon form that we got in 2022 for when the four ninja turned to the dragon forms, but these are different from the crystallized dragon form. But these are supposed to be Dragonodius forms, whatever you want to call them, and they do also add Lloyd to the group for this time, and also Nia. And also the wings are recolored from the Dragonodians. Like this one's in this lighter green or whatever, and then here's the regular green for his tail. And then for Cole, Cole, same thing like the Lloyd. Tail it's been recolored to black, same thing with the Dragonodian wings. He does have his hammer thing, like Lloyd has a sword thing. And also the armor pieces are new for all these minifigures. And then here's the last minifigure, but this one's technically is not new, but it was used for the summer of 2025, but thank goodness it's no longer that season 1 saw, and also W Bricks had some problems, like this is actually reusing some of Lego's quantity of garbage, like we saw last year, 2025, with the Lord Forest Dragon, that had to reuse the pieces of from past suits of Lord, like he used for season 1, and also bring in the mech pirate hood and tournament of the sources armor to make that mustache minifigure. But I guess that's happening here again, using torso and legs from Sora season 3 part 2 suit, and adding on the armor and the half mask from tournament of the sources. And Lego, you need to stop doing this. And well, we're starting to see this right now, but unfortunately, there is no season 2 wildfire anywhere in this wave, and there's also no reuse of season 2 part 2 Lord Waz or AS in these sets either. And also, I do like the Sora though, but she needs to, we need to start getting more new suits for these guys for the new ninja, and also we need to start getting more vehicles for them, like, and also we need to get my gore Sora something better for a vehicle instead of giving her disappointing flying vehicles like we saw with the Lord Mech Jet from last year 2025, and also the small disappointing flyer for her in the Ninja Team combo vehicle in 2024. And then yep, and that's it for today's video. And also stay tuned. Oh yeah, I do. When I looked at my YouTube channel one time, I still need to do a video on that the Obi-Wan Kenobi ship, the one that I have from 2022. Stay tuned for that, and also stay tuned. Do you want me to get any more of these Dragons Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 4 sets? And also, if you're new to this channel, please give me a like and subscribe, and also put your comments in the comment section down below for what you want to see next. Like, for example, I'm going to do Obi-Wan's Kenobi ship next, that one that came out 2022. I also got to do Room Tour thingy, since it's been a while since now with the 2026 stuff in my collection. Like, this is one of them. There's always 2 2026 Lego Star Wars sets, and even some 2025 sets that I got from Christmas and might be in my room tour also. So stay tuned for those. And yep, I'm excited for season 4 of Dragons Rising for Ninjago, and also yep, and I'm going to end this video, and then yep, I'll see you guys next time on Bricks by Lord, Lord.